Hi, I'm Davida Grant, the Finish Well Coach. Today we're going to talk about some supplies that you may be able to use for your notebook. I love office products. So I have a pretty good list here. That doesn't mean that it's everything that you need to have. Consider your organizational skills and the process for you. What's going to help you be successful as you put together your notebook for during this journey. Honestly, I don't know everything that I'm going to use. I just love office supplies. So I have quite a bit of things that I'm going to show you, but maybe it'll trigger something for you. Maybe we'll be able to think of ways to use it as we work through my journey. I don't know that I'll use everything here, but I just want to show you what we can possibly do. All right. First, the whole process is about your Finish Well notebook. So you're going to need a good sized notebook to work with. One that is possibly 2 inches long, because for my personality, as I work through this, you're going to see all the things that I want to include. So make sure that you have a notebook. You also may want to have an organizer with the pockets. I found a really cute one that I wanted to include and show you. Expanded folders. Okay. Still something you can consider for yourself. Another thing you're definitely going to need is notebook paper. I bought several reams because then that way if I mess up or we tear things out, or as you change, as life changes, as things change for you, then you have plenty of paper to work things in and out. I'm going to go ahead and store the notebook paper in here so I can get it out of the way. Still, as you're looking for products, choose what best suits your personality, what you think is going to help you make a successful notebook. I also considered plastic pocket folders. Things with lots of pockets. Maybe you can make them for subjects or individual family members. I also have regular folders. I'm going to scoot this back a tad so that we can see a more in-depth area of the table. Or not. Also, you may want to consider something like these envelopes, the plastic envelopes. As you consider that, it may have different topics or different people. I'll show you how I used one of them. You may also want plastic pages. I know how I'm going to use the plastic pages, so I can show you later what I'm going to be doing with the plastic pages. But I have one envelope, plastic envelope, filled with these plastic pages. In case you are looking for something with receipts, maybe something on a smaller scale for checks or envelopes, but a plastic envelope. Composition books. I love composition books, these spiral notebooks. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple. May be able to find a use for those, but I wanted to have those on hand. Thank you, sorry about my neighbor. But I wanted to have these on hand in case I would need them. Sometimes I think if I get at a stopping point that I may not pick it up, and I wanted to be able to keep going. Another option for your notebook are tabbed pages. You can add tabbed pages, or you can add folders. I'm so sorry about him. I would name his name, but that might get me in trouble. But then I have plastic pages as well. Okay. last but not least, a bag of goodies. You could consider colored pencils or crayons. Maybe it's that you would want these things, or this is what you have on hand and this is something that you can use. Use what you can while you have it. School supplies, July and August is a great time to pick up anything you might need. Also, note cards. Maybe you would have a reason for note cards and hole punching them and putting them in your notebook. Because this is your notebook. You would decide what you would want to do with it. Also, Post-it notes, baby Post-it notes, regular Post-it notes. You may, as you're going through, just want to draft some aspects, and then you'll go ahead, put a Post-it note on it, and come back and finalize it. Markers, highlighters, markers, Sharpies. I have Sharpies. I love purple. I guess you can tell I love purple. Purple pens, pencils. If you want to make a small note but don't want to completely finalize it yet, this way you can have it and put it in pencil and erase it later. Don't get overwhelmed. Keep your supplies minimal. This will help you get started. You can always add them as you progress through your journey. Okay? Well, thank you for joining me today. I think this is going to be helpful. Get what you need that's just going to help you get started. And in the next few videos, we'll talk about some minor ways to get started before we pick up steam. Thank you so much for joining me today.